Welcome to Ultimate Survival Gear. Today I will be reviewing my Osprey Mutant 38 climbing
backpack. Is as comfortable as it can be, but I shouldn't have packed the drone so tightly in the middle. It keeps on turning on, so I think I'm going to be out of battery.
So recently I had the opportunity to do an attempt on a Capitol Peak in Colorado. That was my officially first climb with this backpack. However, I did spend about a year training with this backpack, running with it. Arguably this is one of the most comfortable climbing backpacks that you can get, that is specifically designed for alpine style climbs, streamlined with a very narrow profile overall. Or you're climbing through a narrow gully, obviously the narrow profile overall of the backpack is very healthy. However, you do have the loops on the side of the backpack, two adjustable size loops on the sides for your ropes, for your skis, for your trekking poles. Think about attaching there. Just keep in mind that of course that will increase your side profile. And there is also non-adjustable loop to kind of get that rope secure. Especially I found this helpful with the rope. Not the lightest one, about 2 pounds without the top lid in the configuration that you see it is in right now, and about 3 pounds if you do have your lid attached. And I honestly like to use the lid quite a lot because you do have a very spacious pocket inside of the lid, and you can use the lid to hold the helmet in place in between the backpack and the lid, or you do have a dedicated, in this nice hidden pocket up top, your dedicated helmet holder that attaches to the very top of the lid. Like I said, this is not the lightest backpack in its class. You can find lighter backpacks. If you do go lighter, you are starting to compromise on obviously the comfort. Here you can go super light if you want to for a specific mission, because there is actually a frame that is removable. Now the frame does a fantastic job of adding the comfort, especially when you have the backpack loaded to, you know, its full capacity. Whenever it becomes pretty heavy, it really does help. This frame that is inside of there, it really does help with redistribution of the weight. Now the bottom belt part that is there for support is non-removable, so keep that in mind if this is something that you are looking at. You do have the attachments for your ice tools, and there is a place here at the very front for your crampons, which on this trip in Colorado was the very first time for me that I used the crampons. So it was really great to have a backpack that is ready for all your ice tools. You have your gear loops on both sides, plenty of adjustment points. Comes with a very convenient upside down avalanche whistle. If you are covered with the avalanche, the snow doesn't get inside of the whistle, so all you have to do is twist it. Quick access with a pull tab at the very top, so you can access all your stuff that is on the inside. Now on the inside, I'm gonna come closer to show you, there's actually a nice see-through pocket for all the little things that you're carrying. And also, while I'm nearby the camera, I wanted to show you, because there is actually, this backpack is compatible with a hydration system, which I did use, HydroPack insulated hydration system for this climb that I did in Colorado. Honestly, I'm not a big fan, after this climb, I'm not a big fan of a hydration system in general, because mostly I drank from the creeks anyway, and if I just had a water bottle, honestly, it would have been more convenient. But it is compatible if that's what you want. There is a rain cover here if you do decide to wear this backpack without the lid. You do actually have the rain cover that is hiding in this little pocket at the very top, and you do have a carry handle on the top. Okay, now let's talk about the application of this backpack. As I have mentioned earlier, this is designed for while you're on the approach trail, and of course something that is not going to slow you down while you're climbing. This attempt on Capitol Peak, I was really happy that I had this backpack because it was loaded pretty much to its full capacity. Sleeping bag in it, I had the kitchen in it, layers, insulation layer was at about 35 pounds, which is not too heavy, but honestly the trip ended up being just one day in out. I didn't stay overnight, so it was a little bit too much for, you know, just one day in out trip. I actually ended up getting a 22 version of it, and it literally just arrived like a few days ago in the mail. This is what I'm gonna use for my next adventure that I'm planning to do. And again, it's going to be without any overnight camping. Not because I don't like overnight camping, but because most of the times it's really hard to do, you know, the whole permit, backcountry camping permit stuff. And it also has the attachments for all your ice tools. So if you are planning, getting back to the 38 liters, if you are planning 2-3 days, it is also available with the bigger, I think it's in a 52 liter capacity. So if you are doing like a, you know, like a week out, one thing that I discovered for myself on this trip, something that I didn't know before. Compression bags, they really make a huge difference. I didn't have a compression bag on this trip, and I think I could have saved a lot of volume using the compression bag. So this is something I'll definitely implement on my next climb. Two colors available. There's this gray one, more or less subtle, and if you want to be like super visible on the rock, which, you know, a lot of people prefer to do that just in case if there is an accident or something like that, they're much easier to find. You can have it in like full orange color like throughout the whole thing. $200 I think is a fantastic price. I mean, for everything that you are getting in the backpack from a very well established brand like Osprey. I mean, the stuff that they're building, the quality is fantastic. In this class, you know, if you are shopping around and if you look at stuff that is lighter, you're looking more at, you know, $400, $500 price range. So at $200, this right here is, if you are doing, you know, longer approach trails and you have plans of camping out in the mountains and climbing for several days, this right here is fantastic option. So I'm trying to think of other things that I have not mentioned during this review. I can't think of anything else. If you do have any questions after watching this review about this backpack, don't hesitate to ask them in the comments below, and I will be happy to answer whatever questions that you have. As always, thank you very much for watching these videos. God bless, and I'll see you all in the next video. Airsoft rifle, it don't belong here. I don't have any other place to put it, so just leave it here for now.